Welcome to the very first ever One Shot One Hit podcast where precision is power. I'm your host, Cakes, and with me is my esteemed defendee, Scott. Scott, introduce yourself.
My name's Scott. I've been around the airsoft and the paintball community for roughly about 20 years now. I've worked at several different fields, and I just love the community, love what's going on, and I love the growth that's happening here in St. Louis. So I'm just really excited about it.
Gotcha. For all of you that don't know me, my name is Cakes. I've been in the airsoft field, airsoft community for, 15 plus years. I'm a renowned sniper at the Bing field. I used to do the barbecue, if you guys remember that, and the local field, if you know, you know kind of thing. And I'm here to start a podcast to talk about some stuff in the community. And the main big announcement was it's OneShotOneHit.com or OneShotOneHitAirsoft.com. And we're doing a podcast live to talk about and promote. I'll be hosting a league. Big news for Airsoft. It's going to be 10-man roster teams, 5-man max available players. We're going to be 2 refs on each side, so 4 refs. It'll be 5-on-5 structured play. It'll be 3 months of per season, 2 months qualifying, 1 month of private games, and that'll be our tournament play with cameras and footage and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about it. We'll have some cool kick-ass drone footage. We'll be like the bad guys. Hey, I'm super cool, right? Okay, so that being said, let's talk about airsoft growing in St. Louis. Scott, you want to take this away?
Yeah, so like I said, I've worked in a couple different fields. Most of you probably know me from the Bing field recently. I've really been around and seen the growth that's really happened over the last couple of years, and it's been a pretty amazing thing. Not all areas have seen the growth that St. Louis has, and even over the COVID period. Paintball shrunk, airsoft shrunk nationwide, from what I've heard. But not here in St. Louis. We are definitely going strong. There are new things coming about. The fields that are already here are doing new cool things. Speaking of, we'll get into that here in a second.
Speaking of, so real quick, just to interject, man. Where are we now? Where could we be playing at? Where are we playing at today? Or where are we hanging out today?
Extreme Paintball Park in Millstead, Illinois.
Yeah, that's right, baby. This is coming live from Millstead. We're out here on their big, huge day. Can you tell us about some of the extra fields that we're maybe under the wraps a little bit?
Yeah, I'll kind of go into some of the things that are going on and things that are coming up. So since we're here at Extreme, I'll go ahead and talk about Extreme today. Obviously, Extreme's been doing a lot of really cool things for the airsoft community and growing. They have built some new fields that are a little bit more airsoft specific. And the reason we're here today is they are actually running their first airsoft-specific event. It is a domination big game where they have opened up right out here in front of us 4 of their fields and put them into 1. And then they have 3 domination cubes, got respawn games going on. So this is the biggest airsoft thing they've ever done here, which is why we're here today.
Okay,
to help promote this.
Yeah,
and
man.
To,
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting.
On top of what Extreme's doing, you also have Bing, obviously, is still doing big things with the airsoft community, still running lots of events and stuff. They've also built some new areas in between their fields, filling in some of the spots. They've replaced some of the older bunkers. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff going on there.
Yeah, speaking of the Bing field, if I can interject, one of the local players decided to volunteer one of his time to put in some structures, and that's normally unheard of. Like, a lot of the guys want to contribute and kind of stuff, but at the Bing field itself, there's been small parts where the community's given back. They built like a couple of forts right before Central Front, which is a big AMS event. So, what about the new? You said you had 2 new aces in your sleeve for parks.
I do. So, like I said, the big things happening for airsoft in St. Louis. On top of Extreme, Bing, and Wildcat, there are 2 new fields coming. So we have what's called GG Sports Park that's coming. It's going to be right outside Warrenton, about an hour outside of St. Louis, out west on 70. So you're going to want to check that out. They are going to be merging video games with paintball and airsoft. So all of their fields are going to be kind of video game based.
So you're saying we can play COD live?
Exactly.
Boom.
Play COD live.
Boom.
It's going to be awesome. There's some really, really big things going on there. They have some really big plans. I know there's going to be some tournament paintball fields. I don't know how far that's going to get. If that'll move into the Speedsoft area, maybe some Speed QB tournament.
And the name of this field was?
GG Sports Park.
GG Sports
Park. The
Park.
website is not up yet, but we will link it below.
Yeah, we'll have links below, guys.
So if you want to see it, maybe by the time that this is live, that website may be up. They are planning on opening this summer. The plan is for May. So look for that in May.
Okay, cool.
On top of that, there is an indoor opening up in 3 weeks.
The dream. Everybody's been asking about indoor. There's here. Scott, brief us. Give us like a minute. Just fucking go, bro.
All right. So everyone's been asking for indoor. Everyone's talking about indoor. They
it's
wanted
the
to do it
dream.
in St. Louis. There's been a couple in the past. I have high hopes, but I want to kind of temper that. This is kind of a smaller park. It's definitely looks like their focus is going to be a little bit more on paintball, especially to begin with.
Yeah.
But they are going to be doing private games for Airsoft, and there is the possibility of open play moving to Airsoft as well in the future. Hopefully, we can get a little bit more clarity on that from the owner here soon, and we will definitely let you guys know as soon as we find out if that's the case.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, like I said, 2 new fields coming. You have the 3 fields that are here, still running and stuff. There's more events going on than ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
front 2.
The beer bug has lifted. I gotta be careful how I say it. And since the bug is lifted, the cockroaches are out to play. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of which, speaking of Central Front, I got a little bit of representation here, the AMS swag, right? AMS, speaking of being, AMS Central Front 2. Central Front 1 was hosted at the Bing Field in Alton, Illinois. Great place. This is kind of where it all kind of started from. We'll get into that later on. And then they just held their second one. So they came back. They were impressed on the first year, came back for the second year, and we had a blasty blast. So word on the street, and I'll go into that briefly. Word on the street is blue team won. I was on blue team, and red team. It was like Cost versus UFS. That what you heard?
I mean, I was blue too, but I heard red one.
You heard? Okay. So when they gave away the raffle, they were like, "Oh yeah, blue team won," and I think they were just doing that to appease us. We don't really know. I don't think anyone knows. It was lost in translation hundreds of years ago, bro. But
I understand they usually don't announce the winner a lot of times until the next event.
Until the next event. Okay, that way we can save the blood in the streets, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep. That also keeps players coming back. And just for anyone to clarify, just in case anyone's not familiar with what AMS and Central Front.
Oh yeah. Sure.
That is American Milsim. They run military simulations through Airsoft. They travel the country and put on these giant events.
Yeah.
Where it is, like ours was green versus tan.
Yeah.
Factions that are black or I think there's a gray one. Oh, there's a couple.
Something along those lines.
It's green versus tan, so it's a little more structured than your average Airsoft.
So Scott, give me a little history on expanding these fields, about current field expansions, man, about Extremes new fields, Bing's new fields, and what's the story with Wildcat and the maps, and tell us about the 4 parks, man, our 4 hotkeys, you know?
I've kind of brought up a little bit, but to kind of go into it, I've been coming to Extreme here for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Man, every time I come, they have just expanded. They've done something new, something nice. And you see this nice sign they've got behind us here. They didn't used to have this. There's just a lot of little touches here that you won't see elsewhere.
And you said that they've taken 4 fields, removed the barriers, and then put them together for one giant field.
Yeah. So right here in front of us, they have some big domination cubes.
Okay.
I know I think we have probably about 100 players, maybe about 80, probably about 90 to 100 players, maybe a little more. Okay, so I'm hearing a little bit more, maybe.
We'll cut to some drone footage on that.
Awesome. Yeah, the most that's ever been here for Airsoft for sure. So awesome.
Tell us a little about Bing's field expansion too, man. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've built some new areas. I know that they have started to expand onto the hill, which is something that we've all been talking about for a long time.
Yeah.
They are also. I know they've been kind of getting some more barrels to fill in some areas. That area right across the bridge, it's very open between the bridge and town, is now filled in, and it's actually a playable area. That's a big game changer, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude. Using the hill and using the creek, we would abuse that situation constantly. I mean, you got to be dumb not to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never fight fair fights. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sounds
right. Yeah. Never fight fair. So, yeah. Any final thoughts on what's the story of Wildcat, man?
Wildcat.
Just doing a thing steady.
Very much. I mean, I guess they're still there.
They're steady
They've been
doing
there for 30 years, 25.
We'll have to check it out. We'll have to check it out eventually.
Yeah.
100%.
And then there's also Maps. Is the other field in the area we haven't really talked about.
Ah, yes.
Smaller
new guys on the block. Yeah.
Out in Vandalia, Illinois, a little bit out east, but still within an hour drive of St. Louis.
Okay.
So I know they shut down for the winter time.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard nothing about them reopening. It's now spring. It is beautiful. What is it? Sunny, 65, 70 degree day today. So I'm hoping that they're either open now or they're open soon. And if they are opening soon, I hope we can see it on Facebook, because that's where they usually.
Yeah, they did a 3-gun competition. They have 2 fields now. It's like spools and a woods ball, which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with the local teams, a lot of the cleaner guys went out there and they shaped up, and really spread out the love, and everybody's got an opportunity to plant a flag or to sit down and call the place their home, and it's slowly the cocoon is broadening the horizon. So I think that's super cool, man.
Yep, I haven't been out there yet. I do plan on taking it.
Yeah, yeah.
Heard nothing but good things.
We'll reach out to those guys and we'll put the pod out there and we'll jet a set in, we'll paratrooper in.
Just a heads up, it is a little bit more of a wooded field.
Yeah, Woodsball, 100%.
Some of the other fields in the area that are not. So 100%. If that's your thing, maybe check out maps.
Yeah.
So lots of stuff going on with the fields that are here. We got new fields coming. St. Louis is just exploding.
Yeah, man.
And there's things going on here. Just
100%. Yeah, I'm glad to be out today. The weather. Thank God, the weather is amazing.
So obviously, it's growing, but what? We talk about this growth, but usually growth happens in cycles, right?
Yeah.
You don't just always grow.
Okay.
Always shrink. Things go in cycles. So if it's going to grow, it's not growing as fast as it could.
Yeah.
There are definitely things getting in the way.
Yeah. You got trees. Wind is getting in the way of airsoft. We can't hit each other. No. Things that are slowing the growth in airsoft. There's definitely some obstacles. I want to say definitely. So I want to talk about some of the big things. Let's bring up the hot button. You want to do it?
Before we do that, can I preface this?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So as an industry, there's a lot of things that could bring down airsoft. But from a personal standpoint, someone comes out to play airsoft. What keeps them coming back?
Yeah.
What stops them from coming back?
Yeah.
Why do they not come back?
Let's get into it.
Number one reason.
Okay. You got a top three? You got a top one, top.
Personally, I have a top two. Overall,
top
what's going to hurt airsoft? What does hurt airsoft? I have a top three.
Okay.
But let's go back to the personal thing I was talking about. What do you think is number one?
It's not Will Smith for you. No, I think one of the big hurdles that a lot of the players are, this is one of the hot topics. This is an honor sport. We come to play together as friends, and we're trying to do honorable things out here. So let's dive into it, man. Cheating. Let's talk about cheating, bro. Cheating, I know in paintball specifically, and Scott, you're the mentor of this area when it comes to the management, when it comes to paintball specific. Tell us about how cheating plays a role in paintball, and then we'll transition to airsoft.
Yeah.
Give us a quick.
So, paintball's been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been played as a sport, a competitive for a long time. So they had to kind of figure out how to get rid of cheating.
Yeah. How do paintballers cheat?
First off,
essentially,
let's get out the obvious here.
Okay.
It's harder to cheat. Right?
Really?
It's harder to get away with cheating in paintball.
Okay.
Obviously, there's paint. So there's that.
I'm sorry, it's called a marker. Right? Correct? Am I correct?
A marker.
This is correct.
Right. So there's that. But beyond that, you can wipe paint off.
Oh my God.
You can tuck your sleeve.
Imagine wiping paint, bro.
You can slide on it. You'll see that a lot. Or just a plain old boring.
And this is taken serious.
It's played for money.
And people wipe paint and they're dead serious as long as they don't get caught. So they use an
paintball decided to kind of lessen the blow a little bit and say, all right, so we can either go gung ho against cheating, we can kick you out, or we catch you cheating.
Yeah.
And that kind of hurts the sport almost.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to catch people cheating and those people are going to cheat, but like you're kicking people out of playing paintball for something that, I'm not going to lie to you, every human being that's ever played paintball or airsoft has struggled with from one point or another. Yeah. Always, everyone's going to.
You never know.
Every once in a while, you're just like, come on.
Yeah.
And that's a personal thing.
100%.
What to do with it. And it's also a situation.
100%
to do with it.
100%.
Cheating stand up 99% of the time, not 100.
Yeah, shit's gonna happen to you, and it's not about what happens to you; it's how you handle it. So 100%.
So paintball decided to handle it.
Okay.
So now there is a penalty box in a competitive paintball tournament. So you get caught cheating, the ref walks over, grabs you, and throws you in a penalty box, just like your hockey.
Really?
There's minor penalties for 2 or 3 minutes. I've been out of the game for a few years. And then there's major penalties for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so you go in the box and your team plays a man down for that entire time.
Sheesh.
And that carries over into the next game. So say that game ends and it's
kind of like a
penalty.
Kind of like hockey. Yeah, kind of like how hockey does.
And then when your timer runs out, you run out onto the field live.
Yeah. Oh shit. You can time it.
There's a timer on the sword. No. Everyone sees. Everyone yells because there's coaching.
Yeah.
Shoot the box. Shoot the box. Shooting.
Imagine.
You just have to run out.
Yo, that's the balls. All right, so I'm gonna talk about cheating in airsoft a little bit.
Let me transition to it.
Go. Yeah.
So there are ways to combat cheating too in airsoft.
Really?
I've seen it recently.
Okay.
First off, more refs. More refs is the number one thing to do it. You need more eyes on. That's going to keep people more honest just in the first place.
Yeah.
But I watched the Speed QB World Championships that happened in like October.
like over in
California Summer Camp.
yeah, and the coasts.
So they have a ton of refs on the field, and the way they play it is the game starts, and if they catch anyone cheating, there's no penalties, there's no arguing. Game's over. Your team loses right there.
Oh,
They just end the game. They lose.
it's just a wrap.
Game, blow the whistle. The other team wins. Get off the field. Next team on. Let's see.
They let him play the game
It's
out.
just
They let him play the game out. Or they stop
in
it
the game right there
immediately.
immediately, and then the next team's on.
Imagine airsoft open play.
Within 2 minutes, they're starting the next game.
One Timmy doesn't call us hits, and we just drop it.
There's no argument. It doesn't matter. At that point, whistle's blown. There's nothing to argue.
Yeah. Damn. And then they review the footage later on. We'll talk about it afterwards or
Now,
something.
how do you do that with open?
Right.
Obviously,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
comes down to you. It comes down to you.
I agree.
It comes down to me. It comes down to
100%.
each of us. That's really what it comes down to. And we just
100%.
better.
I think that's cheating. So I'll get a little controversial here. I think that I took out sunglasses for this moment, guys. Get serious. Take off my hater blockers. Put it back on because it's bright. Oh, it's fine. Anyways, I think that so this is a male-dominated sport or a hobby, if you will. 51%, and this is my personal take. This is my hot take. This is anecdotal, right? A male-dominated sport. And in my opinion, a lot of competition and tempers run hot. Yeah, tagging around in the background. A lot of the competition runs hot, and you get a lot of caught up in the moments. And so it's really hard to be combat ready, to be aware of the situation, to be focused on a mission, and have to worry about your own wounds. Now, the reason I bring that up is just like in military training, and like I said, for the record, I'm not a service member. My brother was a Marine. But a lot of people confuse me for it. But in the service, you get shot and you got all this adrenaline pumping through you, and you don't know you're hit until after the firefight and you do a wound check, and the guy looks down at your plates and you're bleeding, and you're like, oh crap, you got hit. Take care of that. Go put some pressure on it. You don't know. Unless you get hit by like a rocket or a missile or a plane crashes into you. You take a wound to the leg and your adrenaline's pumping, you don't know. The same can be applied to airsoft. Sometimes guys don't know. So I've been hit mid-stride, took 4 paces and be like, oh crap, I was hit. But I was so focused on my goal, playing the objective.
Adrenaline.
It didn't go through. Now, a lot of times, airsofters and milsimmers specific play a little slower, so you can hear that distinct sound of BB hitting clothing.
But they also wear more gear, so they can't feel it.
And that's the guesswork because you never know. But
A lot of them wear earmuffs, though, so they do hear.
and you can hear a click or a pop on the side of your muff pretty loud. But then again, like I said, the adrenaline factor, that one-minded, we're competitive as men. We rise through adversity, and it's iron forges iron, which we'll talk about that here in a minute. But yeah, I think that cheating is definitely a thing, but it's not necessarily preventing it from happening. It's how you handle it.
All right, now how about this? Exposing cheaters in videos. Does it help? Does it hurt?
Good or bad?
What do you guys think? I'd like to see the
Yeah,
comments.
yeah.
Before we get into this, pause the video, go down, comment what you think.
Yeah.
Let me know. Do you think the videos that expose cheaters help Airsoft?
Yeah.
Do you think they hurt Airsoft? Is there a middle ground?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Okay, yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Down the
After you're done, come back up.
Drop a like, guys. Drop a like.
Hex is going to touch.
Yeah, drop a like, hit subscribe. We're gonna hit these hot topics. We're gonna be talking about all the BS. This is your venting zone, and we're gonna talk about league play most importantly. But this is the opportunity for you guys to be heard. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and we'll talk about it. Is it good or bad for the community? Honestly, this is gonna be another controversial moment. I think bullying is a good thing. I think bullying is a damn good thing. I'm gonna rant here for a second.
Here we go.
I think bullying is good. We're men. Men hold other men accountable, and iron forges iron. Men are made in this world. It's our job to make ourselves. And if you can't trust the guy next to you because he's too, excuse my language, too pussy to say something, or you can't say anything, or you can't handle or be civilized, then bro, like how am I gonna rely on you to trust you to do what you need to do? So bullying, men, like I said, pause. Men, we're overcoming competition, overcoming things. And once you overcome that, that's how you get better at things. We directly go for things. So if someone's a cheater and you call this guy out and you got video footage to back it up, there's no in it for or buts. And some people do it for red meat, which is just views and clicks and stuff like that. Some people do it for bullshit. But honestly, and you can quote me on this, sunlight is the best disinfectant. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. And you put it out in the public, and it'll solve itself, bro. Because who wants to be next to the guy? Who wants to be like, hey, bro, you want to go play yourself? You gonna cheat today? Yeah. All right, bro, let's go. Who wants to be on that? You know what I'm saying?
So I follow you.
Yeah.
Almost all.
I think bullying is as long as you keep your emotional, you keep it objective, you keep it logical.
There's a line.
Well, emotions get hot. I agree.
Right? So I agree. I think it's good to put it out there, show that
Yeah.
you know it's happening.
I think it's good.
Show that
Feeling is
you
good.
know
I heard it here first.
it's more than just one person. There's a lot of people doing it,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's people you aren't expecting.
Yeah, that's true. Now I will say,
What I'm hoping is that they take a step back.
yeah,
Fix that.
that's exactly the point I was going to go into. What I hope what happens is I have this motto in the field, even when I referee or when I play, that what happens on the other side of the net, yo, you can let it rip. You motherfuck each other all day you want, blah 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 blah. Because we're men, we got to get it out. We got to go for it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta tackle the objective. That's how men are made, right?
I mean,
But as soon as you get out of those nets,
aggression out. So
that's right. You can't quash that. We're men. We're testosterone pumping. We're fucking. We're killer. You know. We're LARPing with BB guns. You know what I'm saying? But still, you gotta go there, bro. You can't just bottle it up and you can't stifle the next guy next to you. But here's the rule though. Once you leave those nets, once you cross those nets, it's GGs and handshakes and let's grab a beer afterwards. Once you put down those gloves, take the gloves off. Hey, that's your brother. That's your homie.
Keep the gloves on, even on the field.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've encouraged people.
Keep it non-physical.
I've encouraged people. I'm like, no. Let them handle it. Let them handle it. No, they're men. They want to be held accountable. Do it to it, bro. And respect to them. Once you leave those nets, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. No more.
See,
Drop it.
I disagree because
Drop it.
I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
This goes into like attitudes and everything that
Yeah.
possibly hurt airsoft. And, you know, this is a family sport. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Most of the people that play this
Sure.
are grown men or teenage
Yeah.
boys on their way to becoming
Yeah.
men. And this is a good place to forge,
Yeah.
right? But I'm standing here looking at some
Young
girls
adults.
with paintball guns. They're
Guys and gals.
right now.
This is true.
And, you know, some 10, 11-year-olds over here that were playing some paintball earlier.
That's true.
This is a family sport, and we need to remember that.
I agree.
And when I was working on a field, I would have people coming to me telling me there's a 40-year-old out there about to beat up a 10-year-old
That happens so
because he didn't
often,
call
bro.
a hit.
Oh my God.
First off, step back.
Yeah.
This is
This
a
is true.
game. You know, even if it was a sport, it's a game.
You're right, Scott. People simultaneously take this serious and not serious at the same time.
And
That's
I
a
get that.
juxtaposition.
I take it serious. You know, this
Yeah.
has been my livelihood.
Yeah, dude.
For
We got a
for
freaking
years now.
podcast over it.
We're doing some big things here.
Yeah.
But it's a game, and I get that.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty as many as anyone else. I
Yeah.
get an attitude on the field.
Oh yeah.
I played paintball to get my aggression out when I was younger, when I was a teenager. And paintball, especially tournament paintball,
Yeah.
you know, hate is the big word. You're like, you go on the field, and your mentality is not, those are my friends in the other team, even if they are. Your mentality is, I'm going to beat their fucking
I'm gonna
asses
fuck the other
right
team.
now. But as soon as it
Pause.
means that, we're best friends again, right? Because that's
Yeah.
how it works. It's a
Yeah,
game. And I need that mentality.
Yep.
That's what
100%. 100%.
It
100%.
keeps me locked in. It's what keeps me. It's what drives me. It's
Wow,
why
you're preaching to the choir, brother. Preaching to the choir.
not it. What's this?
Yeah. But like I said, like in a male-dominated sport, more often than not, there's a lot of young men, that play this game, and it's a part of human nature. I don't think that aggression, and I'll wrap on this, or we'll wrap it up, and I'll do final thoughts. I think aggression in men is what's kept us surviving. Our ancestors have got us to this point and this far, and we are the proof of survival is almost the fittest, you know. And we live in a different society now where no longer can we run down the street and like the Romans do and chop off the other guy's head, take his territory. Now we compete different ways, fiscally, competition-wise in sport, because you know we can't do that. We're civilized.
Mentally.
Right. We compete mentally, and yeah, man.
That gladiator still in.
Yeah, that gladiator. We're still aggression, and it's the same aggression. And this might be a little hot. This is a hot take. Another hot take from Cakes. Hot Cakes over here. All right, the Hot Cakes, Big G. I think
we're McDonald's.
or McDonald's. Yeah. Sir, this is a Wendy's. What are we talking about? Hot cake? No, I think that since we can't walk down the street and kill each other, that aggression is what's kept us thriving to the next point. And I do not think it is a bug. It is a feature of masculinity. And I'll like I said, here's my range, my hot take. Masculinity is all about that fireman that runs into the building and saves that child or cat or whoever that grandma left behind. Masculinity is the same guys that it's the same energy that made the Jackass boys fire dildos out of a cannon at each other, which is hilarious for a younger crowd. If you don't know, now you know. Check it out. Yeah,
Don't do that.
masculinity is the same guy that will say whatever he wants in front of whoever he wants and doesn't with no repercussions or that creepo at the bar. You know what I'm saying? That's all parts of masculinity. It's the fearlessness. It's the ability to go out there It's the fearlessness to do what needs to be done, and whether that fearlessness benefits you or not can be labeled toxic. If it doesn't benefit the person that they're talking to, it's considered toxic. If it benefits them, it's traditional masculinity. And like I said, that's not a bug. I think that's a feature of man. I think that's what defines us. So that being said, it's in competition. You're going to see it in the airsoft fields, people being heated and yelling at motherfucking each other. This guy's cheater in the honor system in the code. I don't think it's an evolutionary trait. It's part of our firmware.
Yeah,
but we
just don't take it too far.
Yeah, just don't take it. Shout out to all the 40-year-old men that are yelling at children. Shout out.
My favorites.
Nice.
Won't be long, and I'll be there.
Speaking of growing older and younger, Scott, you've been around the horn for a hot minute, brother. What can you tell us about? Why here? What, Tori? Is it Tori? Tori, correction. I always call him Tori.
Bergoglio.
Tell us about Tori and your relationship here at Extreme, man. We're here to check it out, and we'll throw up some drone footage too, bro.
Oh yeah, we're gonna show you guys a lot.
Tell us about Tor, man. Tell us about.
So Tori's a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys know him or have met him. Anyone that's been here that has met him should know that Tori's just amazing.
Yeah.
He is the owner of Extreme Paintball Park. I have known him since 1999. Just when I came here, he was just a player. He was 2 or 3 years older than me, so we were little tykes, right?
Yeah.
I grew up here, so he was kind of like a cousin.
Yeah.
You know. His dad, Sal, was the owner. Amazing, amazing, amazing dude. Can't say enough good things about him. Unfortunately, he did pass away just a few years ago. There is a memorial to him over here.
Chat for the boys.
Sal. So after that, Tori is now the new owner, and Tori has really just hit the ground running. He has done stuff for this place that I never imagined he would do. It is just amazing. And they are running their very first airsoft event, like we said.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to some footage.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Enjoy that. So as you can see. So as you can see, we have a lot of people here, a lot of cool things going on, like we've talked about. I want to get into a few things here that some people have complained about with Extreme, though.
Really?
Yeah, so obviously, Extreme's called Extreme Paintball Park, right? As is
criticism about a field. Imagine that.
Right?
Yeah.
But they're definitely, paintball first, and we've had a lot of complaints about that, and people have brought up in the past that Tori actually had a controversial statement where it's
okay.
I didn't hear it with my own ears.
Here's a little sauce for you guys, a little behind the scenes, yeah?
But it has been said that Tori claimed that airsoft will never be priority.
Fair enough.
Right? I get that, right? He is running almost like a Disneyland here, paintball.
Yeah, this is the paintball part.
Is built.
Yeah. This is paintball. 100%.
That's not going away.
Yeah.
Airsoft is something new to him.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yep.
But he's trying. And that's why we're here today.
Bingo.
That's why all 100 and something people are here today playing like you just saw. And I think it's really big that he's doing this because he's really opening up to the community. And this is a test, guys. So I'm so happy we got
Yeah, dude.
And I was really trying to get some people out here.
Sheesh, we saw all the team. We saw the Gopniks out here.
arches out
Saw
here.
Arch out here. We saw a couple.
There's cleaners
couple
around.
of cleaners. There's a couple of Bing regulars I've seen on the low.
Hitter players.
Couple of hitters. A previous hitter.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful weather outside, bro.
It's perfect.
It's
Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better day.
yeah. So
I'm glad they're doing it. So what Tori said in the past, is true. But understand that there is room for improvement.
Yeah.
Not just from
always true.
an extreme, but also from the community, right?
Yeah.
Who showed up today. That's big.
Well,
So I think what's going to happen is he's going to run more of these now. I've had some discussions with Tori about
man.
Airsoft here, and I feel like he's definitely open to it, and I think that's what proved today. And the community really showed up, so I think we're in good shape.
Yeah. All right.
In good shape.
Super sweet. Well, speaking of the community, let's talk about some upcoming events, man. What can you tell us about what's going on?
Well, there isn't a ton on the calendar in the St. Louis area. There is some stuff more Midwest based. We won't get into that. We're going to really say St. Louis based.
Okay.
So the only real two things we have on the calendar right now are
Like-
planned at Bingfield.
Like big events, like everybody knows kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean beyond just open play,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a throw together advanced open play, or
Uh-huh.
like that, like scheduled events.
100%.
Obviously, the Bing is running an operation at the end of every single month. They've been doing that
Yeah, dude.
for
Bing's on the
3.5
tree.
years.
They do it. Yeah, they do it big.
Yep.
They do it big.
So you can expect that at the end of this month. They announced it last night on the 24th. They're going to
Yeah.
have Broken Arrow. It'll be this will be the second one we did last year.
Broken
as
Arrow
well.
too.
So
Okay.
this is Broken Arrow 2. I don't think we did it 3 years ago. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be $30, like always. Pre-register gets you into the raffle and 1,000 free BB.
Yeah, free promo right here. Free promo.
Yeah, Bingfield.
Free promo right
Too
here.
big. If you've never been to a Bing op,
Yeah.
I recommend it. They are ran very well. They're pretty well organized. Gus and Jared do great things there.
Yeah.
It's got a great field. And like I talked about earlier, they've been filling all those areas in between.
Yes.
So the field plays
Yeah.
a lot better when we have the entire field open up.
Free promo. We'll speak from experience. It's awesome.
It is. It's a lot of fun. So definitely don't miss that.
Yep.
And then after that coming up, we have a memorial game for Seth Kimbrough.
Kimbrough, one of our
Seth
fallen
Kimbrough.
brothers. Yeah.
So he was a former player of Hitter. Played at the Bing Field and in the area a lot. Also traveled to some
Yeah.
friends, played in nice.
Yeah.
He was a great guy. I think it seemed like most people in the community knew him because he was just an open guy who talked to you.
Do you have a fond memory of Kimbrough you want to share real quick, or keep that on wraps?
Top of my head.
I remember the last time I played with
I was
Kimbrough.
always in the trailer.
Yeah, it's
honestly,
true.
just
You were
conversation.
made in the
really.
turret. So last thing that before I get into this, guys, let's give a moment of silence for Kimbrough. We'll give a pause on air, 10-second silence for Kimbrough, and to remember our brothers next to us. You know what I'm saying?
We brought up Sal as well, so I'd like to.
Yeah. So yeah, let's. I want to do the hater blockers off, and we'll do hats off for Kimbrough. Don't mind my my balding head. I'm 36, and you can tell. So let's give a moment of silence. All right. My fondest memory of Kimbrough, we were creeping down. You talked about the lake that's got the improvements. We were creeping down the side of the lake, and yeah, it's super sunny out here. Creeping down the side of the lake, and he was following me behind me, and he was my gunner. I was on the bolt action long gun. We were sneaking through the woods, and he was like, "I'm so glad you're with me, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, I got you, fam." And like I wouldn't have anybody else like helping me creep through the woods and fucking cakes. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. And he moved up in front of me, and I was like, "Hey man, just like a T-Rex. If you don't move, they can't see you. Just sit still." And he prevented guys from running up on me. And I had a buddy mag with me, and I gave it to him. I was like, "Hey man, just run this case you need it." And Kimbrough he's a rock. He's solid. We talked about guys that take the sport seriously and non-seriously simultaneously. The juxtaposition, bro. He was a machine. When he put his mind to it, he did his duty. He had that gun up. One guy ran up on me, schwack, and didn't move. And it started raining. My optics started fogging up. Kimbrough was still like a mountain, bro. Didn't move. Didn't change a thing. We waited until Airsoft 3-2-1. We stood up, see where we're at. All guys around us looking for us, and we were a ghost's shadow. And Kimbrough walked off the field, man, and he shook my hand. He was like, "Man, that was so cool, Cakes. Thanks a bunch, dude." That was, like he told me, he's like, "I wouldn't have anybody else in the bush but you." And I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate that, man."
So
And yeah,
personally, like I said, I don't have a ton of memories of him.
Yeah.
It was just, talking on the trailer.
Yeah, well, you always man in the turret.
But
Yeah.
there are several people I know of that have came in and told me specifically that
Yeah.
when they came to the field, they were just playing airsoft. They were just kind of
Yeah.
getting into it. Kimber was the guy that pulled them aside, played with them, and really got them into it.
Yeah, he gave everyone a shot. It was really cool.
So I have a ton of respect for that.
Memorial?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
That's Will. Will, come around the corner, say hi real quick.
yeah,
Will help us set up the camera.
he was making sure we don't.
This is
forget.
Will. I confuse him with Goose all the time, and I'm a dickhead about it. This is Will.
So, like he was trying to make sure we didn't forget, but we got it. The Memorial game we're talking about is going to be on May 7th.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that. It is going to be a community-run event.
Yeah.
So don't miss that.
Will pull up. Yeah.
We have a good.
Will pull up a chair, man. Pull up a chair. Welcome to the pod, bro. Pull up a chair. Pull up a spot. We'll make room for him real quick. Be sure these mics have a hard time picking up, so be sure to kind of talk into the mic. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you in here. So
cold beverage.
all right. So Will, for those that don't know, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Will.
Let everyone know. You're kind of talking to the mic too.
I'm Will. I'm that little 16-year-old shithead that plays in the field all the time.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna adjust the mic, guys. Unprofessional.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Now we're directional. Now we got Will directional.
Hello. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can.
Look, check.
It's picking you up. We're good.
Yeah, we're all right.
Okay. So, for those who don't know, I'm Will. I've been playing for maybe 2-3 years now. I don't really keep track.
2-3 years, Kimmy, bro.
Will's the homie, bro.
I'm pretty much the 16-year-old shithead that, for some reason, is lovable. I don't know why.
The future is the generation, man. Let's go. So, you said you previously you were on Hitter Milsim.
Yeah, that's correct. For a little while, I was on Hitter Milsim.
And guys, this is not scripted. We're just winging this. So,
So pretty much, so to my knowledge, as of right now, Hitter has essentially dissolved.
Yeah.
I don't want to take any, I don't want that to be anything big, but they were great guys.
yeah,
They're the people who helped me get into airsoft.
cool.
They were, for a little while, very first time I went airsofting, it was with, one of the members of the cleaners,
Mhm.
and it was Logan. I know he was pretty popular at one point.
Yeah.
Whether he was good or bad, that's neither here nor there.
So you made it out to Extreme though, right?
Yeah, this is my first time coming to Extreme.
Yeah, man.
I gotta say, fantastic fucking view. Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Um,
We're in around here. We got beef. We're gonna put chicken.
Yeah, I love that.
We'll put something in there.
but first time here at Extreme, it is an amazing field.
Yeah.
They keep track of the bunkers. Everything is well kept.
And they have 4 fields that are put together for airsoft.
It is beautiful.
Right now.
It is.
Hey, wait.
Walking the field. It was really cool seeing the way that nets can be put up in different areas.
Oh, the modular?
To my knowledge, they're modular. So that opens up a lot of opportunities for like long lane play with all the foliage and stuff. I think that'd be fantastic. I love doing that.
Yeah,
My favorite kind of combat is woodsy, hillsy combat,
that's lit.
and this field is perfect.
And the funny thing is, that's what Extreme's known for.
That's the wild part.
Today, that
Yes.
is the way
Yes.
to play. But normally, Extreme is a very small field. Paintball fields, right? They're a little more small.
Yeah. Exactly, bro.
Close. Like you can shoot from one
Mm-hmm.
start to the other on pretty much every field.
So
Today, they
yeah.
opened up all of their wooded fields, their larger wooded fields into one big. Unlike anything I've ever seen in Extreme.
yeah.
And I've been here hundreds.
So let me touch on real quick, and then we'll go over this, and then we'll wrap it up with the last thoughts in the show. So the one shot one hit, my company I opened up like teaching sniper lessons, but I decided to broaden the horizons and offer something free for everyone to play in. The league play, right? So let me give you a brief description if you made it this far. Leave thumbs up, guys. So league, how it's going to work is going to be 10-man teams. It's going to be 3 seasons long. It's going to have, and all links will be below in the description, guys. It's going to be free for everybody to play. You'll meet up free. You can't beat free. This is freemium, guys. No pay to win around here. Yeah. Well, you got to pay to get in the field, but free. Anyways, leaderboards online. There'll be trophies and swag given away to the winners, and I'm gonna let Scott's the main when it comes to running tournaments, stuff like that.
All you need to know is it's free.
It's free real estate. It's free real estate. And so, like I said, 3 seasons long is how it's going to work. 3 seasons, 2 seasons are going to be qualifying season. Each team, when you play a game, so average of 7 games per day. They'll also be online too. Averages of 7 games. So switch sides, play games, switch sides. We'll go back and forth. You win a side for your team, you get 100 points. Those that are playing, let the ref know, and I'll have guys set for this. If you're like, hey, we're on red team, we're on blue team, they'll write your name down, put a thing, and I'll put this on an app eventually. And whoever wins that side, will just put a check mark next to your name, and then every time you win a game, it's 100 points. You need 2,000 points to qualify over 2 months. There's a grand total of 9,000 points to be gotten over all the season. That includes room for ops too. So there's plenty of time to get points to qualify for your team. And then once you're in the quals, you're done qualifying. And then all the people that took it seriously and got their points will all be put into a pool that Scott and I, mostly Scott, Scott's the guy for this. Scott will be managing and putting a round robin, and we'll do structured, organized private games. And we're going to rotate this from field to field to field. And if fields are popping like extreme is, we're bringing this to you guys. That way,
one field or the other.
Boom.
Guess what? You're still gonna get.
Eventually, we'll have special modes where we'll do a pick system where it's like, hey, this field for 3 games, or at this field we're meeting up, or no bolt actions allowed, or no LMGs allowed, or pistols only.
So that makes for some really diverse game.
Yeah, 5-on-5 with you pick systems. And with points established, and we're round robin, first, second, third place. First place gets leaderboards online and patches, and we're going to do this every year. There's 3 seasons a year, so you can be year 1 winner at Bing, year 2 winner at Wildcat, year 3 winner at Extreme, and wait till next year to compete. That way you got plenty of time. There's no excuse. Man-on-man action, pause. It'll just the boys out there getting it. And the ladies want to compete, that's fine too. What do you think? What are your thoughts, bro?
So I have one question.
Yeah.
So down the line, as this gets more, as it evolves and matures, do you think there'd be a way so, like, everything is decided beforehand? Like, okay, we're not going to do AMRs, sniper rifles, or LMGs for this game. Do you think that knowledge could be put out ahead of time?
Absolutely.
Maybe teams could formulate tactics based on, okay, so we know they don't have anybody in the back.
It'll be extremely clear, yes. Extremely clear.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is, well, when we announce the league, when we announce the gameplays, it'll put up on like, hey, this is what we're playing. This is what time that the game will be structured at, for what field, for what private play. And these are going to be the stipulations for said game. So that way we might roll a medic. We might roll, like I said, no DMRs, but everyone will be posted way before, and the teams will be able to contact each other on the Discord. Links in the description below, guys. I'll check it out. I'll open up the Discord to everybody, and you guys can register your team. What's up?
I just want to add something. Don't forget it's free.
But
one little disclaimer: you are still going to have to pay a field fee.
Absolutely.
Right. Field owners still got to make their money, still got to eat. We're not getting these fields for free to use.
Yes.
So you're still going to be paying your entry fee for the day, but the extra that's on top of that, the work that's going in,
Free stuff.
and yourself and any other workers that day, you won't be paying.
I would love to have the winner of the seasons on the pod.
that'd be amazing.
That would be dope.
I mean, really,
What do you thoughts, man?
what's
Season 0 winner, right?
It could be.
Seasons what?
Could be. Zero.
Now, since I won't be competing because I'm running the thing, unfortunately, conflict of interest, everyone's like, oh, we need a sniper. And I'm like, we gotta, I can't do that. But
I know for a fact, as one of the 2 captains for Arch Wilson, the other one happens to be standing with me right here. Danny, come over
Danny,
here.
come around. Run around.
Come here.
Run around. This is Daniel.
Tiger Stripe.
Daniel's a cool guy. He's got cool guy energy. Daniel, he helped us. He got this table for us. We left our table at home. Most unprofessional podcast ever. We left our table at home, and he was talking with Scott. And Scott with the Justin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was he me?
okay.
Another guy from.
Ah, crap. Yeah. I was like,
Wrong person.
So yeah, all right. So we just explained the league. We're gonna give a shout out to Daniel. Shout out Daniel. You wanna drop your Instagram real quick, or if you got one?
D&D Airsoft. Check him out. D_Airsoft.
Danny off. And ladies, this is where you can send titty pictures. Send them to your boy. You know what I'm saying? We'll scoop you up.
Hook him up.
But yeah, that's where you can find him. Last thoughts on the show, guys. We will start here.
Well, first off, thank you guys for watching. I am really excited that we're doing this. This is something I know has needed done for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
hot in it.
There's just a giant community of people that need more information. They need more content.
Okay.
We're going to provide. Right? So, I want to thank Cakes for allowing me to be a part of this. I want to thank Tori. He's actually right there. Allowing us to be at Extreme today.
You want to drag him over here?
Podcast from here.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. He's doing his own thing. He looks a little busy over there. He's airing out some paintball guys.
Okay.
So maybe we'll get him on here in the future.
We'll set up an interview.
But also, Will, thank you for coming on.
Will, last thoughts? Will, last thoughts of the show.
Honestly, I came here today just looking to play Airsoft, and I ended up finding something really fucking cool. So
you liked it? You like our show?
I think this is gonna be.
I thought we were gonna trigger everybody. Dang, I thought we didn't have red meat. We didn't call this drama. There's not enough toxic masculinity. We didn't get enough. All right.
But
So you liked it?
this has been amazing. I hope to be here again. I hope you guys will
Yeah.
leave your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah. Awesome. Guys, last thoughts on the show. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank everybody that got me here this far. Shout out to all the players. Shout out to the Bing Field, to Wildcat, to Extreme, 100%. Shout out to the free promo behind us. Shout out to Maps. They, everybody that's put in their effort, and shout out to all the players that have gone that far. And a special thanks to Kimbrough and their family. I think it's a very important to decide. So, all right, guys, that about wraps it up. Check us out. Next coming episode, we'll have it linked. Will be new episodes. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment, and tell us what you think of the show. We'll bring more stuff to you guys, right?
Cool.
All right, peace.